What is the largest animal on the planet Earth? Option A, blue whale. Option B, dolphin. Option C, giraffe. Option D, elephant.
Answer, option A, blue whale. Some important points about whale. Some whale species, such as the humpback whale, are known for their complex and melodious songs. Whales are among the longest-lived animals on Earth. They can descend to depths of over 3,280 feet, 1,000 meters, and hold their breath for up to 90 minutes. They emit low-frequency sounds and listen for the echoes to navigate and locate prey in the dark depths of the ocean. Despite their name, whale sharks are not actually whales, they are the world's largest species of fish. Gray whales travel up to 20,000 kilometers round-trip between their feeding grounds in the Arctic and their breeding grounds in Baja California, Mexico. Humpback whales in certain populations have been observed using a unique feeding technique called bubble net feeding. When whales die and sink to the ocean floor, their carcasses create unique ecosystems known as whale falls. In modern days, vomit of whales is used in making valuable perfumes.
The word dialysis refers to option A, lungs, option B, kidney, option C, liver, option D, heart. The correct answer is option B, kidney. The dialysis machine was constructed during World War II by Dutch physician Willem Kolff. Dialysis efficiently cleanses the blood of toxins and excess fluids. The conventional hemodialysis typically lasts around 4 hours and is usually performed 3 times a week, while hemodialysis is the most common type. There's another lesser-known method called peritoneal dialysis. Patients undergoing dialysis often need to adhere to strict dietary restrictions to manage their condition effectively. Here is your question. The deepest point in the Pacific Ocean is option A, Adam Trench, option B, Mary's Trench, option C, Mariana Trench, option D, none. The correct answer is option C, Mariana Trench. The deepest point in the Earth's oceans is the Challenger Deep, which is located in the Mariana Trench in the western Pacific Ocean. The Challenger Deep reaches a maximum known depth of approximately 10,984 meters, 36,037 feet below sea level. This extreme depth was first measured in 1951 by the British Royal Navy vessel, HMS Challenger II. And it remains the deepest known point in any ocean on Earth. Here is your question. What is the primary cause of ozone depletion in the Earth's atmosphere? Option A, carbon dioxide emissions. Option B, volcanic eruptions. Option C, chlorofluorocarbons. Option D, methane emissions. The correct answer is option C, chlorofluorocarbons. CFC. Chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs, are the main cause of ozone layer depletion. These are released by solvents, spray aerosols, refrigerators, air conditioners, etc. The molecules of chlorofluorocarbons in the stratosphere are broken down by ultraviolet radiations and release chlorine atoms. Direct exposure to ultraviolet radiation leads to skin and eye cancer in animals. It also leads to minimal growth, flowering, and photosynthesis in plants. Here is your question. Which of the following is an example of a chemical reaction? Option A, boiling of water. Option B, melting of ice. Option C, rusting of iron. Option D, mixing salt and sugar. The correct answer is option C, rusting of iron. A chemical change involves the formation of new substances with different chemical properties. During a chemical change, the bonds between atoms are broken and rearranged to form new chemical compounds. Some common indicators of a chemical change include the production of gas, formation of a precipitate solid, change in color, release of heat exothermic or absorption of heat endothermic, and production of light. Examples of chemical changes include combustion burning, rusting of iron, digestion of food, and fermentation. Here is your question. Which of the following is not a renewable energy source? Option A, solar power. Option B, wind power. Option C, coal. Option D, hydroelectric power. The correct answer is option C, coal. Renewable energy comes from natural sources that are constantly restored, such as sunlight, wind, water, and geothermal heat. Unlike fossil fuels, which are finite and contribute to pollution and climate change, renewable energy is clean and sustainable. Utilizing renewable energy helps reduce greenhouse gas emissions, improve air quality, and protect the environment. Renewable energy technologies, like solar panels and wind turbines, are becoming more affordable and widely accessible. Transitioning to renewable energy offers economic benefits, creates jobs, and enhances energy security for communities and countries worldwide. Here is your question. Which continent is the largest by land area? Option A, Asia. Option B, Africa. Option C, North America. Option D, South America.
The correct answer is option A. Asia is home to some of the world's highest and most diverse mountain ranges. Located in Siberia, Russia, Lake Baikal is the deepest and oldest freshwater lake in the world. It holds approximately 20% of the world's unfrozen surface freshwater, and its depth reaches a staggering 1,642 meters, 5,387 feet. Asia is home to several megadiverse countries, including Indonesia, India, China, Malaysia, and the Philippines. Asia is incredibly linguistically diverse, with thousands of languages spoken across the continent. Here is your question. What is the symbol for iron? Option A, Fe. Option B, Ir. Option C, In. Option D, Io. The correct answer is option A. The chemical symbol for iron is Fe. In the periodic table, chemical elements are represented by one or two letters, often derived from their Latin or English names. In the case of iron, its symbol Fe is derived from the Latin word ferrum. Iron is known for its strength, durability, and magnetic properties. It is widely used in construction, manufacturing, transportation, and infrastructure projects. Additionally, iron is an essential nutrient for living organisms, playing a vital role in oxygen transport within the blood, as part of hemoglobin and myoglobin, and various metabolic processes. Here is your question. Who was the first president of the United States? Option A, Thomas Jefferson. Option B, George Washington. Option C. Abraham Lincoln. Option D. John Adams. The correct answer is Option B. George Washington. George Washington was a great leader who helped America become a free country. He was brave and fought in the Revolutionary War to win freedom from British rule. Washington became the first president of the United States and worked hard to make America strong and united. He believed in fairness and justice for all people, and his leadership inspired others to follow him. Washington's wisdom and courage continue to be admired by people all around the world. Here is your question. What was the name of the treaty that officially ended World War I? Option A. Treaty of Versailles. Option B. Treaty of Brest-Litovsk. Option C. Treaty of Trianon. Option D. Treaty of Saint-Germain-en-Laye. The correct answer is Option A. Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919, officially ending World War I. It imposed harsh penalties on Germany, including territorial losses, military restrictions, and reparations payments. The treaty aimed to weaken Germany and prevent future conflicts, but its harsh terms contributed to resentment and instability, paving the way for World War II. It redrew the map of Europe, creating new nations and altering borders. The treaty also established the League of Nations, an international organization aimed at promoting peace and cooperation among nations. Here is your question. The Berlin Wall, which divided East and West Berlin, fell in which year? Option A. 1987, Option B. 1989, Option C. 1991. Option D. 1993. The correct answer is Option B. 1989, the Berlin Wall was a physical barrier constructed by the German Democratic Republic, East Germany, to separate East Berlin from West Berlin during the Cold War era. It was erected in 1961 and stood as a symbol of the ideological divide between the Communist Eastern Bloc and the Democratic Western Bloc. The wall was heavily fortified with guard towers, barbed wire, and armed patrols to prevent East Germans from fleeing to the west. Its fall in 1989, following the relaxation of travel restrictions by East German authorities, marked a significant moment in history and symbolized the end of the Cold War. Here is your question. Who was the leader of the civil rights movement in the United States? Option A. Martin Luther King Jr. Option B. Malcolm X. Option C. Rosa Parks. Option D. Thurgood Marshall. The correct answer is Option A. Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a prominent leader of the civil rights movement in the United States during the 1950s and 1960s. He advocated for nonviolent resistance and played a key role in organizing peaceful protests to combat racial segregation and discrimination. King's famous "I Have a Dream" speech, delivered during the March on Washington in 1963, remains an iconic moment in American history. His leadership and activism contributed significantly to the passage of landmark civil rights legislation, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. King's legacy continues to inspire generations around the world in the ongoing struggle for equality, justice, and human rights. Here is your question. Who was the leader of the civil rights movement in the United States? Option A. Martin Luther King Jr. Option B. Malcolm X. Option C. Rosa Parks. Option D. Thurgood Marshall. The correct answer is option A. Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a prominent leader of the civil rights movement in the United States during the 1950s and 1960s. He advocated for nonviolent resistance and played a key role in organizing peaceful protests to combat racial segregation and discrimination. King's famous "I Have a Dream" speech, delivered during the March on Washington in 1963, remains an iconic moment in American history. His leadership and activism contributed significantly to the passage of landmark civil rights legislation, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. King's legacy continues to inspire generations around the world in the ongoing struggle for equality, justice, and human rights. Here is your question. How many liters of blood can a human have? Option A: 7, option B: 4, option C: 3, option D: 5. The correct answer is option D: 5 liters. Blood is a specialized bodily fluid that plays a vital role in sustaining life. Composed of plasma and various cellular components, such as red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets, blood circulates throughout the body via the cardiovascular system. Its primary function is to transport oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and waste products to and from cells, tissues, and organs. Blood also helps regulate body temperature, pH balance, and fluid balance, ensuring the body's internal environment remains stable. Additionally, blood plays a crucial role in the immune system, defending the body against infections and diseases through the action of white blood cells and antibodies. Here is your question. Which element is present in plants' chlorophyll? Option A: iron. Option B: cobalt. Option C: calcium. Option D: magnesium. Correct answer is option D: magnesium. Chlorophyll is a vital pigment found in the chloroplasts of plants and other photosynthetic organisms. The center metal atom in the chlorophyll is magnesium, Mg+2. Chlorophyll absorbs light energy from the visible spectrum, particularly in the blue and red wavelengths, while reflecting green light. During photosynthesis, chlorophyll facilitates the splitting of water molecules into oxygen, protons, and electrons. Chlorophyll levels can influence various aspects of plant growth and development, including leaf expansion, stem elongation, and flowering. Here is your question. What is the chemical symbol for gold? Option A: Ag, option B: Au, option C: Fe, option D: Pb. Right answer is option B. Au. Gold is a precious metal known for its distinct yellow color and lustrous appearance. It is one of the least reactive chemical elements, making it highly resistant to corrosion, tarnishing, and rust. Gold is used extensively in jewelry, coinage, and decorative arts, as well as in electronics, dentistry, and aerospace industries due to its excellent conductivity and malleability. Despite being scarce in nature, gold remains a sought-after commodity, with its price fluctuating in global markets influenced by factors such as supply, demand, and economic conditions. Here is your question. Which planet is known as the Red Planet? Option A: Venus. Option B: Mars. Option C: Jupiter. Option D: Saturn. Right answer is option B: Mars. NASA's Perseverance rover, which landed on Mars in February 2021, has been conducting various scientific experiments, including searching for signs of past microbial life, studying the Martian geology, and testing technologies for future human missions. Ongoing observations by orbiters and rovers have detected intermittent methane in the Martian atmosphere. Data from orbiters and ground-penetrating radar instruments have revealed the presence of vast underground water ice reservoirs in various regions of Mars. Recent research using data from orbiters and rovers has provided insights into the behavior and impact of dust storms. Here is your question. Which of the following is not a greenhouse gas? Option A, carbon dioxide. Option B, methane. Option C, nitrogen. Option D, water vapor. Correct answer is Option C, nitrogen. Greenhouse gases are atmospheric gases that trap heat energy from the sun within the Earth's atmosphere, leading to the greenhouse effect and resulting in global warming. Carbon dioxide, CO2, methane, CH4, nitrous oxide, N2O, water vapor, H2O, ozone, O3, and chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, are greenhouse gases. These greenhouse gases absorb and re-emit infrared radiation, trapping heat in the Earth's atmosphere and leading to an increase in global temperatures. The accumulation of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere is a major driver of climate change, with significant impacts on weather patterns, ecosystems, sea levels, and human societies. Here is your question. Which of the following is a social media platform primarily focused on professional networking? Option A, Facebook. Option B, Instagram. Option C, LinkedIn. Option D, Snapchat. Correct answer is Option C, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional networking platform that serves as a valuable resource for professionals, job seekers, recruiters, and businesses. LinkedIn was founded in December 2002 and officially launched in May 2003. As of 2022, LinkedIn has over 800 million registered users in more than 200 countries and territories worldwide. LinkedIn Learning, formerly lynda.com, is an online learning platform integrated with LinkedIn that offers thousands of courses and tutorials on various topics, including business, technology, leadership, and creative skills. Here is your question. Which social media platform is known for its character limit in posts? Option A, Facebook. Option B, Twitter. Option C, LinkedIn. Option D, TikTok. Correct answer is Option B, Twitter. Twitter is a popular social media platform known for its real-time information sharing, concise format, and widespread global reach. Twitter is a microblogging platform where users can post short messages known as tweets, limited to 280 characters per tweet. Tweets can include text, photos, videos, links, and hashtags. Twitter has a large and diverse user base, with over 330 million monthly active users worldwide as of 2022. Twitter is known for its real-time nature, making it a valuable platform for breaking news, live events, and trending topics. Hashtags, hashtag symbol, are used on Twitter to categorize and organize tweets around specific topics or keywords.